DreAllDay.com.
You are now tuned in to the show where you learn the discipline to show up day after day to do the work, the confidence to put yourself out there boldly and authentically, and the mental toughness to continue showing up, doing the work, putting yourself out there, even when the success you expected to achieve, where's it at? You have yet to achieve it. And on top of all this, you get a huge dose of personal initiative, which is the go-getter energy that moves you. You know what this feels like when you get moved to go make things happen instead of continually waiting for things to happen. We're gonna make that part of your normal MO. We put all this together in one bundle, one package, one philosophy, this framework. There is a book on the subject, and it is this masterclass you're listening to right now. It is called Work on Your Game. My name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day. Congratulate yourself on making an excellent decision to be here today, because today's topic is the skills that build on skills. What are the skills that you want to use, or the skills that you can add to your skill set that will actually complement the skills that you already have? So related to the topic that I did a couple of days ago, where I talked about when to start outsourcing, stop doing everything on your own. But your question may be, well, Dre, should I outsource everything? Everything I'm not good at, I should just outsource and never learn any new skills? When does it make sense to add a new skill and actually get better at something or learn how to do something that I haven't done before? That is the question I'm going to answer here today. Now, many people, like me, tell you all the time about focus. Focus on the things that you do best. Do those things. Don't try to do a whole bunch of other things that you're not really good at, or things that you shouldn't be doing because they're not producing any return on investment for you. There are also people, like me, who tell you to add to your skill set, skill up, work on your game, get better. You got to be improving over time. So which one is it? These seem like two conflicting pieces of advice. They seem to be contradicting themselves. So which one is it? Well, if you know me, then you know the answer to that question. The answer to the question is both. And today I'm going to explain what this means, that you need to focus, but at the same time, you want to add skills. How can you do both at the same time? Today I'm going to explain to you what exactly it means, so that you can make some better decisions when it comes to where you want to add skill and where you don't need to add skill. So you can focus and build skills at the same damn time. Point number one. Today's topic, once again, is the skills that build on skills. Number one, open your umbrella. Okay, and this is, I don't mean that literally. Just keep that in mind when I'm talking about an umbrella. I'm going to explain what I mean when I say umbrella. Look at the skills that produce the highest return on investment for you, whatever they are, those 3 to 5 things that you're really good at. Look at those and then ask yourself the following question. What skills can go under the umbrella of these main skills that will complement the main skill? So knowing what the 3 to 5 things are, see, everything I'm talking about here today, you must know what are the 3 to 5 things that you're really good at. If you're an adult, you know what the 3 to 5 things are that you're really good at. Now, maybe you're doing them, maybe you're not. Maybe you're not doing enough of them, but you know what they are. Whatever they are, you must have that answer in order to implement anything I'm going to share here today. So I'm going to assume you already got that part down cold. Knowing what those things are, ask yourself this question: what skills, should I add these skills, will actually complement these 3 to 5 things that I'm great at already? For example, if you're a basketball player and you're really good at shooting the 3-point shot, defenses will probably notice that you're a great 3-point shooter, so they're going to try to stop you from shooting 3-point shots. So they're going to get all up on you, at least when you have the ball. They're going to stay close to you so that when you get the ball, you can't launch your open 3-point shot. So learning to take shots after taking, let's say, 2 to 3 dribbles, so that you can punish the defense for crowding your space. You can actually create a shot off the dribble that will probably complement your 3-point shot. That'll make you even more of a threat. Or you become a player who can drive all the way to the basket and score. So when defenses overplay you, you can, again, make them pay for the mistake of overplaying your shot by showing them that you have another skill. You have a counter to their counter, which is driving to the basket. So actually what will happen is, because now defenders know that you might drive past them and dunk on them, they won't crowd up on you so close, which what does that do? That gives you more space to do the thing that you were great at already, which is making that open 3-point shot. So that's how adding the dribbling skill would actually complement the main skill, which is the shooting. So it's not like you're going to forget about the main skill, which was shooting. You're just adding a skill that complements it and actually gives you more options and more ways to attack with the main skill, or more ways to create value, we'll say, with the main skill. It makes your options, it expands your options, makes you more of a threat, while the main skill becomes even more of a threat because now people have to think about different things that you might do besides just that main thing. You got it? If you're a great writer, for example, we go away from the sports example, but giving you another example of this point that I'm making. Let's say you're a really good writer and you've written some articles, you've written some books, and the people who read your stuff really think you're amazing. But there's a whole audience of people out there who've never read any of your stuff. They haven't heard of you before, but you have an opportunity to go speak in front of a live audience. Maybe you're being interviewed. Maybe you got a chance to give a speech. Maybe you're doing a book signing, but you want to give a little presentation along with it. And there are some people there who never heard of you before, but they're going to give you the time of day just to see what you're about. Your speaking skill, if you learn how to speak to a live audience, because there are people there who may have never ever heard of you, or maybe don't even read like that, but because they heard you speak and they like the stuff you speak about, they may start reading books just because they want to read your stuff, and vice versa. Let's just say, for example, you're a really good speaker, but there are people out there who just really like reading books. They get all their information from reading. They don't really listen to people give speeches, and they don't watch YouTube videos, and they don't listen to podcasts. They just get all their information from reading, articles, blogs, and books. And you're a great speaker, but because these people only read, they never heard of you, but then you go develop the skill of writing. Now those people who only read will come across you, like your stuff, and then they'll probably pay attention to some of your speaking, not because they became fans of audio presentations all of a sudden, but because they're a fan of you, they'll come around to it. And I've definitely had people come to me and tell me that, hey Dre, I didn't, for example, with my books, having an author 25 books, I had people come to me and say, Dre, I never really read books. Outside of school, I never read books. But when I started watching you on YouTube and you were doing the basketball stuff, and you said you wrote books, I got your books because I was a fan of you, not because I all of a sudden became a fan of reading books, but reading your book made me start liking books. Now I read other books because of the books that I read from you and the books that you mentioned that you told me that I should read. Now I'm into reading books because I opened up that space in their mind because I added a skill, the skill of writing, combined with the fact that I was a basketball player. I got some basketball enthusiasts who didn't pay any attention to books to start reading books simply because I added that skill. That skill complemented what I was already doing. So then some people who maybe read a lot, but they weren't big basketball fans, they at least paid a little bit of attention because they're like, oh, this guy's a basketball player, but he's also a pretty good writer. So you got to ask yourself, the question you're asking yourself here is, again, what skill can I add to my skill set that will actually expand my options and expand my opportunities based on the main skill that I already have? What are the complementary skills that I can add to what I'm already doing that will make things even better here? Let me give you another example. Let's say that, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a skill something that you personally can do. It can be something that you offer that just makes things better for everybody. For example, if you're an interior designer, when somebody buys a house, they call you and you design the inside of the house. You help them pick out the furniture and the curtains and how the floor finishes are going to be, and just the tone of the rooms in the house and all those things like that. And you're really good at picking things out and how they're supposed to be. And let's say you added the skill of, I don't know, I'm just making this up off the top of my head. Let's say you just started designing and creating your own furniture. Now you are helping them, because now instead of telling them, all right, you want a couch that's like this color or this tone and curtains that are like this, you can actually just sell them your stuff. You can sell them the whole housing set, the whole living room, bedroom, dining set, the drapes, the tapestry, everything. It can come straight from your company. So you collect more value from your customer. Your customer spends more of their money with you. Instead of just paying you for the design idea and then go buying the furniture from somebody else, they can buy the furniture directly from you. So you are becoming their one-stop shop. So you save them a whole lot of time, effort, and energy. You probably give them a nice little package deal. Your interior design plus the furniture all together will cost them less money, and you're able to capture more money from your customers and your clients because you're giving them more value than you were giving them before. It's a win-win-win situation. Everybody succeeds at that because you added the skill, quote unquote, or you added the extra value of, instead of them having to go get the stuff that you told them to buy, now you're offering it right there in your own showroom. And again, I'm just making up this example, but there's probably somebody out there who does this. The whole point is figuring out what is the main thing that people come to you for, the main thing that you give value to, and how could you add some skills within that would allow you to add even more and more and more value. There's an author by the name of Jay Abraham, who's a great business strategist guy, known and respected, looked up to by a lot of business people, entrepreneurs. He wrote a book called How to Get Everything You Can Out of All You've Got. And the book is just chock full of ideas that Jay has shared with his business clients about how they can capture more value through their clients while through giving more value to their clients. So that book, once again, is called How to Get Everything You Can Out of All You've Got. Go look that book up. I'm not sure, there is a digital version. That's the version that I read. But go look that book up. Again, the author is by the name of Jay Abraham. He has a lot of great value, video, audio written. He's been around for a long time, way before the internet was the internet. Go look up Jay Abraham, especially all you entrepreneurs out there. Point number 2. Today's topic is the skills that build on skills. The second thing, so the first one was the umbrella. So you got your main skills is the actual umbrella, and then underneath, the part that you're keeping dry with your umbrella, those are the additional complementary skills that will make the main skill even better because you're adding more value. Now, the second point here is the pyramid. What skill goes above the focus area that would help you do your main things even better? So the first part, the umbrella, the complementary skills that go below the main thing that just are details that make it better. Now, here on the pyramid, we're going above the umbrella and asking, what are the skills that are above this that makes your main thing even better? Let me give you an example of this. Let's just say that you're a great vlogger, not blogger like writing, but vlogging like video. You're a YouTube vlogger, but your problem is you're kind of sloppy when it comes to your time and your organization. So adding the skill of, let's say, structure, being able to organize your days and planning out your days and just putting more time into strategizing and calendaring everything that you do, that doesn't necessarily make you better at making videos, does it? No, but what it does do is give you more time and space and peace of mind with which you can create more and better video, because now you don't have your schedule all jammed up. You're not recording so randomly like you used to do before. Now everything is structured and organized. You know when it's happening, where it's happening, why it's happening. So you can do the thing that you do more, better, and just with a clearer head than you did before. So that skill that you added above your main skill, again, is not directly related to it, but it allows you to do that thing better than you were doing it before. Does that make sense? If you're for example, you're a great striker in soccer. You're a soccer player, you score all the goals, you're the striker. If you were to get in better game shape, let's just say you got in better cardiovascular shape, that may not change your ability to kick the soccer ball through the net past the goalie, but if you get yourself in better game shape, what does that do? That allows you to stay on the soccer field for longer, play a higher percentage of the actual matches that you play in, which will allow you to be on the field and actually kick the ball through the goal, score more goals, and help your team win more games. So getting in shape didn't necessarily make you a better at scoring goals, but it allows you to do more of the scoring goals that you were already doing. So that's really what the pyramid skill is. It's a skill that allows you to do more or do better, or just clears all the noise out of your way so you can do more of the main thing that you were already doing. I talked about getting rid of the noise in your life down in masterclass number 1473, how to remove the noise from your life. And one of the ways that you can remove noise is by adding certain skills, or maybe even removing certain things that will move all the garbage and the gunk out of the way of the main thing that you're doing, whatever it is. So the pyramid skills are the skills that allow you to do the main skill, as opposed to the umbrella skills, which are the skills that complement the main skill. So the thing on the pyramid are the things that just allow you to do more of whatever it is you wanted to do in the first place. So for example, if you're great at podcasting, but you don't have a microphone. You've been podcasting through your phone and just recording into the speaker in your phone, but then you go get a microphone for Christmas. Now, what does that do? It didn't make you a better podcaster. It didn't make your content any better. It didn't give you any ideas. All it did was allow what you were already doing to create value. It allows you to do it better and more clearly and give more value to your audience, which in turn will bring more value back to you. So again, your main skills, you have to know what these are. Your 3 to 5 things that you're really good at. If it's even 3, it might only be one thing. And ask yourself, what skills will complement this and actually give me more options and more opportunities and more weapons, so to speak, with which to give value to my audience. And then those are the umbrella skills. The pyramid skills up top, what are the things that I need to get out of my way, and the things that if I get better at these things or add these resources will allow me to do my main thing even better than I'm already doing it. It clears things out of the way, or just gives me more space to do my main thing. So those are the umbrella skills and the pyramid skills, points number 1 and number 2. But we're not done. Point number 3. Today's topic is the skills that build on skills. Number 3, the clearer you get, as to what you are actually good at, and I mean really good. We could even say great at. The clearer you are as to what those things are, the better you can identify both the complementary skills and the enabling skills. The complementary skills are the umbrella skills underneath. The enabling skills are the pyramid skills, the ones that go above. Now, how do you know you're really good? How do you know that you're really good at something? Well, first of all, you got to know who you are. You got to know yourself. If you don't know you, then it'll be hard for you to know what you're good at. Masterclass number 584. The experts don't know you better than you. Masterclass number 1337. How do you know that you're doing something with your life? And when it comes to knowing what you are good at, Masterclass number 1176. How to know what you're naturally good at. I also talked about this in Masterclass number 726. Needed people who are actually good at what you do. I also talked 658. How to discover what you're good at. So if you don't know what you're good at, you don't know where you're really great, you don't know where your area of expertise or where you should actually focus in your life, then listen to those 3 master classes and get out into the world, off the internet, but out into the world and explore and do things and see what you're good at. See what you have some natural inclinations for. I guarantee there are a few things, but if you don't get out there and experiment, then you will never know the answer to this question. You have to know what you're great at so that you can utilize the principles that I've shared here today. The better you ID those things, the better you can ID what you're really good at, the better you can ID what will complement and enable those things that you're good at. So again, see those classes. And 3 things I want to tell you. To know that you're really good at what you do, let me tell you 3 criteria that must be met. Number 1, you are better at it than anybody you could hire to do it. Or there's nobody out there that you could hire, some part-time worker or contractor who could do it better than you. There's somebody out there who could do it better than you. That's probably not the thing that you're really good at. Number 2, you can do it very efficiently, meaning you can get it done in a short period of time and get it done well in a short period of time. And number 3, people have and are willing to continue to pay you for it. These are the 3 criteria you should look for, the things that you're really good at. So you probably know exactly what I'm referring to now. You can look at your own life and you know exactly what I'm talking about. For you, it might be 1 thing. All right, it doesn't have to be 3. It could be 2, some of you might be 4. But there has to be at least 1. Everybody has at least 1. By the time you're an adult, you have at least 1. You're better than anyone you can hire, at least in your opinion. You're efficient at it, meaning you can get it done in a short period of time. It doesn't take you forever to produce a result. And people have and are willing to continue to pay you for it. Anything less than that, you're not that good. All right, think of something else. That's not the thing. Whatever, if you're thinking of something and it doesn't fit that criteria, all right, you're not as good as you thought you were. But figure out what it is, because there is something out there for you. You just haven't thought of it yet. It already exists. Let's recap this class, today's topic, which is the skills that build on skills. Many people, like myself, I tell you all the time about focus, but I also tell you about adding skill. So how can you add skill and focus? You're adding a skill that you didn't have, but focusing on your main skill at the same time. How can you do both at the same time? I'll explain to you today what it means to do both and why it matters. Number 1, you got to open up your umbrella. The umbrella skills are the skills that help you produce even higher return on investment based on your main skills. What skills go under the umbrella of your main skill that make you better? For example, if you're a really good shooter in basketball and you learn how to at least make a couple shots off a couple dribbles or drive to the basket, that complements your ability to shoot, because now you give the defenses one more thing to worry about, which will give you more space to do your main thing anyway, which is making that open shot. If you're a great writer, for example, you learn to speak live to audiences, you can get more people who will buy your books. And if you're a great speaker and you learn how to write, you can get more people who will come listen to your speeches simply because you reached a wider audience, and they complement each other. And because that skill of writing lends itself to speaking, the skill of speaking lends itself to writing. All you're doing is expressing yourself. You're just doing it in different formats. Point number 2, the pyramid skills. These are the skills that go above your focus area, the things that you're really good at that will help you do the main things even better. For example, if you're a great vlogger on YouTube, but you're not good with time and organization, adding structure and planning and using the calendar in your life will not make you better at making videos, but what it does is give you more time and space to make videos. So you're already good at it. You don't need somebody to make you better at it. You just need some more time and space. Adding that skill will help you get better at that thing. If you're a great striker in soccer and you get in better game shape, you'll be able to play more of the game, score more goals, help your team win more, and everybody eats off it. So the pyramid skills are the skills that go above the main skill that actually free you up to do more of the main thing, whereas the umbrella skills are skills that go underneath the main skill that actually complement the main thing and actually make you better at it because you're giving yourself more options. And point number 3, the clearer you get as to what you're actually good at, and I mean really good, the better you can identify the skills that will both complement and enable the main thing. So how do you know you're really good? Number 1, you are better than anybody you could hire. Number 2, you are efficient. And number 3, people pay you for it. Anything less than all 3, you are not that good. Think of something else and work on your game. Dre all day.